can't stop being fucking angry at everything, right? Like, nothing goes right. You have one of those, ever had one of those days where it's just like every single thing there's some clusterfuck, and it's like, what's the common denominator? It's you. You're the fuck up. But anyway, I was just about to make a short, like a vertical video, and I realized that there's probably enough like fuel in the fire for a sideways video. So here's the short, and then we'll actually get into it. Do you ever have a moment where you're like, hold on, I just told the 4th customer service person that they were a cunt for the day. Maybe I'm the problem. Like, do you ever have that? Like, fuck me. I mean, I know I'm the problem. I'm bipolar. You know what I mean? Oh, motherfucker has ripped off all my stickers. Some cunt came up here to rip off, and it's deliberate because it's all of mine. You know what I mean? Like, that's the day for it. It's the day for it. You know what I mean? I'll replace those eventually. On some I can't because they had the original as well. That's a bummer. It is what it is, though. People ripping off my stickers. They don't like I changed the sign. That's the story. That's what it is. I came up here and I was changing the Ayers Rock to Uluru with a bit of tape for months, and somebody was disagreeing with me. And so I went and I got the whole fucking sign changed, right? And so now they can't have a whinge about that. And so they just hate me for it. But it is what it is. Having one of those days where everyone's a cunt for everything. But let me explain, because I don't actually think I'm the arsehole. I think, like, the problem is definitely my interpretation, right? The problem is, I'm a fucking, like, it's my sense of justice. Like, and if I'm paying for something, I should get it. And I understand that I'm the problem, but, like, you'll probably agree with me. Hopefully. I'll go sideways. We'll do a sideways video and we'll talk about it. A friend of mine said they saw a platypus here once. I don't think they did. It's not really amazing conditions for a platypus, but like there is water, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm down by the dead flying fox. If you saw that short last week, I'm down here, bottom of Razorback, right? Just trying to decalibrate. My kids are having a nap in the car. Well, Apollo was having a nap. JJ was happily playing on my tablet, which, you know, I didn't want to be a tablet parent, but my son's autistic, and like a lot of the time it's like literally the only thing that will keep him happy. So it's, you know, maybe I'm a bad dad for that, whatever. But my main goal today was to get family daycare sorted. My main goal was to get everything fixed and done and ready. And it's not going to happen, and so I'm bummed. And also, the bank has really annoyed me for other purposes. So we're going to chat about that. Sorry about the weird angle, but that's where we're going to be. I lied. We're going to be here instead. You're sitting down. I'm also sitting down, but I'm on the floor. I might just angle that so you can't see the hired car's number plate. I don't know. Point being is, I was trying to get everything sorted for family daycare today, because the person that I was speaking to in regards to family daycare has been on leave for 3 weeks, and I've had to get it sorted. Now, the first issue was I didn't realise how heavily subsidised it was, and I had an issue with the family daycare carer having a 9-hour minimum per day. Like, any day I give her my kids to look after them, it's 9 hours she gets paid for. And I was like, I can't afford that. Like, and you're never going to have my kids for that long. Like, that's, and so that 100% was on me. I didn't realise how heavily it was subsidised. And there is still a small part of me, like the conservative part of me that goes, that's taking the piss. Like, it's just because the government's paying for it that everyone's chill with that number being that high, you know. And childcare operators deserve to be paid a fair wage and a consistent income so that they can budget and all that as well, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say she doesn't deserve to be paid well, but being paid for 9 hours when you have the kid for one and a half or 2, you know, like, that seems like you're taking the piss. Not the problem though, you know what I mean? Like, they handled me with kitty gloves, and I accepted the fact that that's, you know, sometimes people take advantage of government contracts, like, whatever, it is what it is. And, like, I know I look like an asshole when I say, like, it's, you know, because they present it as, oh, she's university qualified, she's got all this training and this training and this training, and it's like, man, I'm not asking you to teach my kids anything. I'm not asking you to fucking educate my kids. It's family daycare. I'm asking you to look after them while I go do something for a minute and then come back. Like, I'm not, like, it's not I don't need you to do what preschools do. It's family daycare. But that's a whole nother conversation, right? So I was assured by the person I was discussing things with while the main person is always on, while the main person that I always discuss things with, while she was on leave, I was talking with someone else. And the someone else person is the person that pissed me off about the bank statements and how I needed to give them my BSB and account number earlier, like late last week. I had to give them my BSB and account number. And so I did, and she was like, no, it has to have the bank's logo on it because otherwise the finance team don't know who the bank is. And I'm like, that's you're revealing your own ignorance there. The BSB tells the finance team. And like we ended up getting into an argument, and I ended up saying, well, have the finance team call me then. I want someone with a finance degree to say with a straight face that the bank's logo is what's protecting me security-wise, and is what is telling them what the BSB tells them. Like, I want someone with a finance degree to say that with a straight face. And like, in the end, we just didn't interact again for the final 2 days that she would have had to interact with me. And the person came back from leave and called me today with all the right answers and all the right stuff and like actually able to communicate effectively because she knew what she was talking about. You know what I mean? Like I said to her, the interactions last week would have been different if the woman I was talking to just admitted she didn't know why something was the case and that she couldn't answer me. But instead, she just got argumentative and like, because I wasn't accepting that a picture of the bank's logo is protecting me security-wise, she did anyway. She told me to go to Centrelink. She told me to go to Centrelink, claim the childcare subsidy. They'll be able to do it for me while I'm there. She was wrong. I went to Centrelink today and it's all online and they told me to go online as well and I told them, no, see, you don't understand. Like, I physically cannot do this. Like, I can't. I have 2 kids. Like, this was an effort. Getting here was an effort, you know what I mean? Like, I have 2 kids, I have an intellectual disability myself, like, you need to help me. That's why your job exists, is for you to facilitate these things. I'm not going online. I'm not doing it online. I've driven 25 minutes into the office, talking to the agent, please do it for me. And so she books me a fucking appointment to make a childcare subsidy claim someone's gonna call me on Wednesday and we're gonna go through it. And so family daycare is not happening this week as it was supposed to because I'm not paying full fees 9 hours per day for my kids to go and hang out with someone for a couple of hours while I fucking clean up a street. You know what I mean? For YouTube. Like, it's not, I just don't need it. I just don't need it. I don't have the money. I'd rather hang out with my kids. It's just not going to happen, you know what I mean? But I got given a bum steer, information-wise. And so I'm sitting in Centrelink being like, well, you can't just do it for me? Like, you can't just hit the buttons? No, of course we can't. You have to go over to self-serve. Okay, well, I'm not doing that. Like, as you can see, I have 2 kids with me at the moment. Well, you didn't have to bring them in. You could have left them with their mum. Oh, could I? You know, and I got cranky when she said that because it's like, you don't know shit. You don't know shit about my life. Oh, you could have left them with their mum. She lives in New York. What are you talking about? Like, and so then I get cranky and say, oh, could I? And this fat fuck security guard comes over and he's like, I don't like your tone. I said, well, that's nice. You're going to have to get used to it, bro, because it's not changing with that approach. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking red rag to a bull. I don't like your tone. Well, that's nice. I don't like you fucking cunt. Like, you want to go? Let's go. Like, fucking red rag to a bull. Fucking, like I say all the time, you know, like I'm a dancer, you know? Like, I am a dancer. If you're looking for a dance partner, I'm happy to do-si-do with whoever, whenever. And like, it's how I got my bipolar diagnosis, because I'm fucking unhinged, right? Like, I'm begging you not to make this harder than it needs to be. And so she's like, oh, well, yep, okay, well, I'll book the appointment then. I'm like, okay, so why did it have to get to the point the security guard came over here and that me and him are getting nose to nose before you start doing the appointment? Like, why? And I understand I'm the problem. It is my overreaction. It is my lack of understanding. But like, fuck me, we talk all the time. Every single day there's some other cunt blowing smoke up my ass talking about how, oh, mental health awareness. But I'm like, I'm mentally ill. I don't need to be aware of mental health awareness. I need you cunts to be aware of me. Like, Anyway, calming down, right? Trying to calm down. That was the family daycare Centrelink stuff, right? And so I've called the person who was back from leave today back to be like, oh, so it turns out I've got to do this thing. And she was like, yeah, the last person should have told you about that, which is like I feel bad for Leonie. I feel bad for the person that like has come back from leave to deal with this clusterfuck that should have been dealt with previously. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't expect everyone to bend over backwards for me, but don't act like your mental health is a priority for your organisation and then treat me like a piece of shit when I say, because of my mental illness, I need you to explain this for me, you know, or I need you to click the buttons instead of telling me to go over there to your 1990s computer. Like, it looks like a fucking Windows 95 piece of blocky shit, you know? Like, I'm not gonna fucking... If I was gonna do self-serve, I would have done it at home where I could have some cones before doing it and fucking relax. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna fucking come into Centrelink to use your fucking... Anyway. I really want to be the happy guy. I want to be the happy, fun guy, you know what I mean? But it's just so fucking hard some days. So I deal with all that Centrelink stuff. They're going to call me on Wednesday. I called Leonie back and said, yeah, look, I can't afford to pay full fees. I cannot afford to not have the childcare subsidy, like I was saying previously. Like, that's taken the piss. I'm not going to pay for 18 hours of care at the full rate. I'm telling you now, before it occurs, like, I can't afford to do that, and I will not be doing that. And so she's trying to solve the problem for me, trying to fix it, and she's lovely, which is brilliant, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, my kids won't go into family daycare this week. It's just another week until I can get a fucking break, you know? And so it's frustrating. And so, new issue, different issue, you know? I'm driving this hire car still. I'm still in this fucking hire car, right? Since fucking March 13th, right? Since my birthday. I've been in this hire car because someone totaled my car, drove into me, wasn't my fault, it was written off, I got a payout. The payout was fuck all because it was an old car, and so I have been chasing my tail, right? Chasing my tail, and fucking, like, I've got a hire car, it costs me $45 a day, and I go out in a menu log every day, and by the time I get to $45, that's zero. And then I earn from there, you know what I mean? And so I've had it this whole time, and I can't save as well as pay off the hire car. You know what I mean? Like, I'm paying all my bills are paid, everything's working fine, everything's good, I can afford the hire car. So but because my job is with a car, because it's menu log how I'm getting that money, right? I can't be without a car. And so taking the hire car back, I wouldn't be able to save for a car because I don't have any income without the hire car. And so I'm just fucking, it's this vicious cycle, right? And so I've gone to a fucking loan shark, because who's going to fucking... None of the actual institutions, none of the decent banking companies or banking, like, you know, well, the MAC. Here we go. Here's another one, right? The MAC, the credit union, the MacArthur Credit Union, do not bank with them. I'm going to do... I'm fucking switching on the investigative journalist part of my brain, and I'm literally going to find every single thing they advertise as like a promotional, positive thing to do with their organisation, whether it's mortgage rates, whether it's personal loans, like whatever it is, and then I'm going to find the old alternate credit unions and banks that do it better, and I'm going to make a whole video about how there is no reason at all ever to bank with the MacArthur Credit Union, and I'm going to literally pay hundreds of dollars to advertise it to everyone within the MacArthur region, because fuck this company, fuck them so hard, like they're such assholes. Every time I ever ask them to do anything, it is so fucking hard and laborious. And like, I went into Camden today. So last week I went in and I said, I need a loan, 5 grand, 10 grand, like anything, 2 grand. Like, I need to be able to buy a car that is mine, not the hire car, that'll at least give me a month's worth of work so I can buy another one. Like, I don't want to be constantly driving hire cars around, right? And they, even though they can see I'm paying for the hire vehicle at $30 a day, $35 a day, $39 a day, even though they can see I'm doing that, $39 a day on the hire car, right? They say that they can't justify lending me any money, which is fine. That's fine. That's a decision you want to make. That's all good. You know, like, whatever. So I go in this week Because I'm going to some fucking shark, some loan shark cunt who's going to charge me in the 20s percent-wise for interest. But I need a car, right? So it's like, well, if that's the only person that's going to lend me money, that's the only person that's going to lend me money. So I try and get my bank statements today from them, and they can't give me the bank statements due to privacy law. The bank tellers, the fucking lazy cunts, try telling me that due to privacy law, they can't give me, like, my bank statements. Which is just, like, it's just fucking not true. I'm probably going to cut that bit out. I don't need to fucking whinge about their physical appearance. Their lack of effort in helping me is significant enough, you know? Like, the fucking gargoyles in the Camden branch literally never do anything ever. You go in there, they tell you to go in the app or go online. That's their job. I hope they get paid less than minimum wage, because all they're doing is telling people to go away. That's their job at the Mac, you know what I mean? Camden specifically. The ladies at Tamor, lovely on an interpersonal level, you know, and I am remiss to come off negative about the ladies at Tamor, because they are very nice and they're fun to talk to, like personally, one-on-one and whatnot. But as an organisation, I think it's a fucking shit Mickey Mouse organisation. I went in to try and get bank statements, as I said, and they said due to privacy law, they can't send them to me. They can't give them to me. I have to go into the app and like press some buttons and stuff. And that's just a lie. It's just a lie. There's no privacy law that dictates my own bank can't send me my bank statements. That's retarded. That's so dumb. Don't treat me like that. Like, don't act like I'm just going to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I'm smarter than that. There's no privacy law that dictates you can't give me my bank statements. Don't be dumb. So anyway, now I'm trying to get my bank statements for this loan shark to buy a fucking car, to not be in the hire car, so that I can actually fucking live, you know what I mean? And apparently I can't do that either. And it's just like, today was supposed to go totally differently, and I'm not having a good time. Just took the boys for a walk up Old Razorback Road and tried to calm down, you know what I mean? Like, they are my happy place. It's a thing. As frustrating as it is, like 24/7 for years and whatnot. And I'd love some family daycare just to, like, I don't know, fucking scratch my ass. Like, I know it's a, you know, everyone I know calls it mum guilt, but I'm not a mum. But like, it's hard, you know, like, I'd need a fucking break, but I don't want it to seem like I'm complaining about them either, because I fucking love them and they're my happiest moments of every day are with them, you know what I mean? And so it's like, what if I miss something when they're doing family daycare? I don't want to fucking, like, Apollo's just starting to get his speech good. His speech and his OT are really good too. Like, it's a thing, you know? Like, what if he says something cute for the first time, tries to say something, and I miss it? Like, I don't want to miss it. But yeah, like, I need a break. And I'm, like, everything's just bleeding into each other, you know? Like, I can't get the family daycare sorted because the Centrelink assholes are assholes. And I can't get, like, money, like, I'm worried about money because I'm doing this stupid hire car shit, which means that I'm an asshole to these family daycare people for taking the piss out of the government and claiming fucking 18 hours when they're only going to be doing 2 or 3. And, like, it all feels external, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like the whole world is conspiring to fuck me over some days. And I know that's not the case. I know that's my bipolar lying to me. And I know that, like, I often can piss people off who are actually just trying to help me because their help isn't to my standard or whatever, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that that's, like, not fucking fun to deal with, that I come across like a cunt, you know what I mean? But don't tell me that X is going to be X if it's then Y. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, anyway, I'm going to upload this just because, you know, it's not always sunshine and rainbows and everything, and it's like, it's a lot harder than I let on. And yeah, I have lashed out at several different customer service people today. I will probably do the rounds apologising tomorrow. Like, I'll sleep on it and see how I feel. sometimes I lash out and I go, no, that cunt deserved it. Fuck him. Sometimes I lash out and I go, oh, well, look, actually I probably wouldn't have said anything if it wasn't for family daycare person, Centrelink person, and bank teller all pissing me off within an hour and a half's time frame, you know? Like, if each of them had individually pissed me off, I'd have been able to go, whatever. Like, why attribute malice when it's just incompetence, or whatever that saying is, you know? Like, they're not trying to piss you off, they're just fucking not good at their job, or whatever. On an individual basis, I could do that. When it's all three within a fucking hour time frame, like, my brain just aneurysms, and I go, fucking somebody do something they said they would, please. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. It's been a harder day today than it should have been. Finances are rough. These guys give me money on a monthly basis. Or like one-off grant payments, like depending on what part of that image you're looking at. They give me money. I like money. Turning some of yours into mine on a monthly basis via Patreon or YouTube Premium would be ideal. But don't feel like you have to, because like, as much as I've just whinged about like Centrelink and family daycare and all that sort of stuff, like, money's all right at the moment. Like, we're not fucking scrounging around. Like, I mean, we're not super rich, but we're not dirt poor either, you know? Like, I have single parent pension, disability pension, child support, this, menu log. Like, there are multiple avenues of income, and we don't like wonder if we're going to be able to eat next week or anything like that, you know what I mean? But as always, money's good. More money would be better. So yeah, if you feel like supporting me, please do so. And I will eventually, in the next week or two, once the kids actually get to family daycare, I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands, and I'm going to be able to start focusing more heavily on the scripts I've written and producing the Australian history content that I want to produce, and we'll get back into a normal rhythm of things. But yeah, these vlogs, since I posted the vlog like last month, my views have started to increase. Everything's starting to lift back up on the channel. So I figure more vlogs equals more views equals more success with YouTube. And so this is just me vlogging about my fucking shit day today. And yeah, feel free to blow me up in the comments telling me I'm the one to blame, because, like, you know, that's solid mental health advocacy right there. Anyway, I'll see you when I look at you. You'll see me when you look at me. Thanks for watching.